One, two, three. Hola, mi gente. Today is Wednesday, August 21st, 2013. I am walking, attempting to make a video through YouTube Capture, and it's giving me a problem. I'm gonna be making a video today about the reasons why I am child-free. Let's see if I can walk and get some quiet time, because it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning and every motherfucker is out on the street. So that's New York for you, 24/7, always busy. Yeah, I made a child-free tag video about 3 weeks ago in response to Kel's 0608-1984. And I wanted to make another video today explaining the reasons why I am child-free. I'm child-free. I'm going to be very basic about this. I'm child-free because I don't want children. Plain and simple. That's just one reason. Another reason is that I don't want the responsibility. I don't want the worry, especially with the way the world is going. There's a lot of bullshit and fuckery going on this planet, thanks to humans or mankind, so to speak, which is a load of bullshit. I just don't want to be bothered with all of that. Especially the crimes that are committed against children. It's absolutely heinous to me. Did you guys hear about that guy being in McDonald's McPlay place? He was sitting inside one of the rides, that tube ride that goes down like a slide. He was sitting in there waiting for a child to come down the slide. I think he spent there overnight or something like that. And they caught him. He's a child molester. You see, shit like that doesn't settle with me because I know myself. I'm a crazy motherfucker. You do anything to hurt my child, your life is forfeit. End of story. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you until you're fucking dead. And it's just that simple. I have no patience with crimes against children. Even though I don't want children, I do not tolerate or condone crimes against children. It's wrong. Crimes against children and the elderly. It's just not right. I actually wrote down some key points that I wanted to express as to why I don't want kids. This video is probably going to come out fucked up, but whatever. You guys get the gist. It's so sunny out here that the beauty of the iPhone is that when you're recording, you can see yourself, but I can barely see myself because the glare is so crazy. I hope you guys can see me. Just give me a minute while I get myself together here. I came out with every intention of making a really decent video, and it's just gonna come out the way it's gonna come out. Me and my lists. So here we go. Let me open up my paper here so I don't miss real points that I wanted to grasp. I'm good, honey. How are you? Me too. Okay, I'm gonna continue my video because this is the lady. You too. Lady who lives in my building, and if you give her an inch, you take a yard. Her mouth is insane. It's like it's the end of time, and the only thing that survives is her mouth. Fuck me, she could talk. Anyway. Alright, girls and boys, here are my reasons for not wanting babies. It's a complete infringement on my freedom. I like my freedom. That's no secret. I've expressed that before in my prior video. I like my freedom. I like to come and go as I please. I don't want to be responsible for anybody. And I really don't want to, be asking someone to babysit my kid every minute because I want to go somewhere or be somewhere. Another reason is that I have personal health issues that it wouldn't be wise for me to have a child. I have issues going on with my health. I'll discuss that in another video, but that's another reason. And having a baby will wreak havoc on my body on top of my health issues. Another reason is finances. Right now, I don't have the finances to support a child. And when I finally do have the finances, the life that I am currently building for myself in every way, especially financially, I really don't want the care of a child messing that up. I haven't reached a point in my life where I've been able to enjoy the fruit of my labors. I've worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and paid bills and haven't lived as fully as I would like to because of financial reasons. But it's okay. It's coming. It's on its way. And yeah. When you have children, your money just goes and 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 goes. It really fucks up your finances. And it's so expensive to take care of children. And as they get older, the more expensive they get. It's crazy how much it is to take care of one child. And people have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12, 15 kids. And I don't understand how they do that shit. Yeah, a lot of people just have kids to sit on welfare and be a fucking bum for the rest of their life. These veterans, these career welfare recipients, generations and people on welfare and shit. It's ridiculous. It's a fucking disgrace. Sucking up all the resources because your lazy ass can't close your fucking legs. It's bullshit. I want to smack the fuck out of all of them sometimes. Anyway, next point is I'm just not interested in being pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant. I don't want to give birth. That is like the worst thing that could happen to me right now is to get pregnant. And it's just not happening. I have no desire to be pregnant. I don't want to give birth. No. What else? Oh, this is a good one. I don't want to be a single parent. Okay? It's not fair to a lot of people, especially women, to be stuck taking care of a child by yourself. It is not hard. It's not easy. A lot of these men out here are very irresponsible. And I'm not coming down on men to say that y'all ain't shit, but, some of you aren't. And, so they got some ladies out there who aren't shit either. There's a lot of single dads as well. Whether they're single because one half of the parent up and left, or, they may have died. That's a different story if they die. But if you just disappeared and you're a coward-ass nigga, what you want to do? Yeah, if you just up and leave your child, you're a coward. I don't give a fuck what your reasonings are. If you don't want children, you do everything in your power to make sure that shit doesn't happen. You understand? Wear condoms, put on a fucking chastity belt, don't have sex. You will do anything in your power to make sure that doesn't happen. I've done it. I'm 37, and by the will of God, I have never gotten pregnant. Thank God. And if I was supposed to have children, I would have had them. It's just not feasible. It's not going to happen. Another point, I do not want to be attached to this child's father. People forget that when you have a child, maybe I could get some quiet down here. Here we go. People forget that when you have a child, you will be attached to that person forever. Whether it's another woman or a man, whoever you have this child with, you're going to be attached to them forever. Not only will you be attached to them, you're going to be attached to their family. I don't want to be attached to any of these fucking men out here. Especially the experiences I've gone through in relationships and how hard it has been. It'll be even harder with a child. And I'm so happy that I never got pregnant for any of the dumb motherfuckers I ever been with. All praises due to God that I never got pregnant for any of these dumb motherfuckers. And that we parted and you can just go your way. We ain't got no child together. That was terrible English, but whatever. I say what the fuck I want. We ain't got no child together. End the story. End the story. I don't want to be bothered with you. Go your way. There's no continuing of cordial relationship with you. None of that shit because we have a child together or however the fuck it's gonna roll. I want no parts of that. Because you're gonna be stuck to them until one of you dies. You know. Like I said in my last video, I've experienced raising my nieces. I feel no need to have any children of my own. I've had the joys and the hardships of raising children. And, you know, it's not easy. I mean, I would clean the house from top to bottom. Me, one and God alone. Me. Just cleaning the house from top to bottom. And these kids come right behind you like a tornado. It's like you never fucking cleaned. You are constantly cleaning your house with children. It's never ending. And me, I'm a clean freak, so I can't stand dirt. Nah, I do not do filth, not at all. Like I mentioned briefly, the world issues, the way the world is going now, the economy is bad, jobs are scarce and far and few between. I mean, there are jobs out there, but they're hard to come by, and you know. You spend all this time in college and getting all this education for motherfuckers to come and tell you they're gonna pay you $10 an hour. That shit don't set with me. That shit does not set with me. I can't survive on that. So fuck you. You're not gonna pay me $10 an hour with all this education that I have. I'm not doing that shit. Okay, this one is gonna be a little touchy. Another reason why I don't want children. It may sound selfish, but I'm a real person. I don't sugarcoat shit. This is what it is. Children ruin your body. The childbirth process, the pregnancy, all of that shit, they ruin your body. I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. It's a little personal, but I'm no mean to talk about anybody or be disrespectful, but the women in my family do not lose their pregnancy belly. I'm 37. My oldest sister is going to be 45, and the one in between us is 43. My mother's 70 going on 71 now. She still has her pregnant belly. My sister, who's going to be 45, still has hers. So does the 43-year-old. What the fuck do you think's going to happen to me? And their kids are grown. 25, 20, 14, they still can't use the belly. Look, shit, my mother's children are grown and she still got the fucking belly. Even my grandmother still had hers, and she was a slim woman. Very slim. She had a big hips and a big ass, but she still had the baby belly. And she gave birth back in 1942. And she died in 1995, and she still had that flap. They ruin your body. They really do. And it may sound vain, it may sound fucked up, but I really don't give a shit. That is how I feel about it. I have gained some weight over the years because my weight fluctuates up and down due to my my medical conditions. And I haven't felt good in my body for quite some time. I want to get back to how I used to be in my early 20s. So I want to get back and really shape my body and get toned like I used to be. I'm not too bad now. Give y'all a little peep. I don't know if you have to see that. Not much. Whatever. But yeah, kids fuck up your body. I see people on the street and they got like 18 stomachs, and Their body is all fucked up, walking around looking like Grimace from McDonald's. I'm like, oh fuck, that's not gonna be me. Hell no. Hell no, hell no. I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish. I'm going back to school. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I'm studying. That's a personal thing to me. And I've learned in life not to really talk too much about the moves you're making, because a lot of people don't wish you well and you don't want to fuck up your process. So, but I'm going back to school, and I can't, what I'm going to study is going to require all of my time. A child is going to be a serious hindrance to me achieving my goals. Yeah, I have to do what I'm going to be studying. I have to dedicate myself to it 150%. I'm not going to have time to take care of a child, nor will I have the money to take care of a child being in school. Another issue is I'm almost 40, and I know a lot of women are having children over the age of 40 right now. And, you know, that's their prerogative to go and have kids at that age. But the older you get, the harder it is to have a healthy child. I mean, you can have an unhealthy child at any age, but it's even more of a possibility as you get older. Your kid could be born with Down syndrome, autism, you know, all types of developmentally and mental issues could happen over the age of 35 as you get older. Like I said, you still can bring a healthy child into this world at my age and higher, but I don't want to take that risk. All right, it's hard enough taking care of a healthy child. If you have a child with issues, they're sick, God forbid they're born sick, and then, you know, that's the rest of your life, or however long they live, and hopefully you survive it. Taking care of a sick child is no joke. It's no joke. It's scary as fuck. It's not easy, and, you know, God forbid you're a single parent taking care of a sick child. That's so wrong and fucked up. That's really unfair. That's beyond difficult. That's beyond difficult. And I really don't want that for myself. I mean, not saying that I would have an unhealthy child, but it's possible. You know, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Another thing is that genetically, in my family, we have a history of mental issues on both sides of my family, both my mother's side and my father's side. And I really don't want to pass that down to my children. I really don't. I mean, I wouldn't say I have mental issues. I'm not crazy. Well, I'm crazy to a certain extent. I'm not on medication. I'm not a sick motherfucker that's just going to walk into a crowd and start shooting people. I'm not crazy like that. I'm crazy in other ways, but everybody is in their own way, you know. And, you know, a lot of people's families genetically have mental issues. And, you know, and that's their reason for not having children. And that's just one of my reasons as well. You know, schizophrenia, bipolar disease, manic depression. A lot of that stuff runs in my family. You know, I've had my bout with depression in my life, and I had it really bad. And I wasn't on medication, but there were times where it was very severe. I mean, severe for me. It wasn't to the point where I wasn't functioning and I wasn't showering every day. It never got that far, because anybody who knows me knows that I'm an extremely hygienic woman. I wash my ass. I don't play that shit. I'll lather the fuck up and I'll wash my ass. I get up all in there. So, yeah, but, you know, the mental issues, I really don't want to pass that down to my children. I've had experiences with my friends' children. This is in the past, not currently. One child in particular, he was a deciding factor in me not having children. He's an old friend of mine. We're not friends anymore, but her son was a fucking asshole. I couldn't stand this little boy. Okay? And I used to sit there and look at her be a single mother and go through all the trial and tribulation she went through with him. And I'm like, I don't want this shit. I was like, I couldn't have been his mother. I'd have killed this little motherfucker. Rude. Very high and mighty. Thought he was better than everybody else. He had no behavior. And I didn't used to tolerate that shit from him. He used to behave with me because I didn't tolerate that fuckery from him. And I'm not going to tolerate that shit from a child. I'm just not going to do it. Okay? You are to have respect, you little motherfucker. You are to have respect and learn how to behave yourself. Children know what they can do and who they can get away with it. They're smart. They're very intelligent. So they know what the deal is. But, you know, past kids, it wasn't just him. It was a few other friends' children as well. That was part of my deciding factor not to become a parent. These niggas have no shame. This nigga is walking the street smoking weed. No shame. Go in your house and do that shit. He's smoking that shit like it's a cigarette. Where are the cops? Anyway. No baby daddy drama. Yeah, and this is a lot of shit that has been going on for quite some time with the baby daddy drama, the baby mama drama. First of all, that's not something that I want for myself. It's not something I've ever wanted for myself. When I was considering having children, I never wanted to be somebody's baby mama. I'm like, if we have a child together, we're going to be together. Fuck that shit. You're not going to have me on the sidelines taking care of a child while you running the street being a fucking guy. And I'm at home. I'm not doing this baby mama shit. I don't want no baby daddy drama. I don't want none of that shit. Like I said, I don't want to be attached to none of these dudes. I don't want, no. No attachments. Go your way. I'm done with that. Yeah, and when you have baby father or baby mama drama, you're attached not only to him, you're attached to his family as well. So you got to deal with his mother, his brothers, his sisters, whoever the hell is in his family. You got to deal with all of them and their influence on your child. I don't want to deal with none of that shit because I'm not putting up with no fuckery from nobody. I would raise my child with class. And a lot of people, that's something that's far and few between these days. A lot of people have no class. They have no class. They don't know how to do basic shit. They don't know how to use a knife and fork. They don't know how to set a table. They don't know how to wash clothes properly, how to clean. You know, these are certain traits that I live upon. I base my life on. You know, you got to know how to do things, how to conduct yourself in front of people. A lot of people don't have these skills. They don't have the knowing. They don't have the knowledge. Either they weren't brought up with it or they were brought up with it and they just don't give a fuck. They are who they are. Nah. I don't want to be attached to his family because, you know, you're not guaranteed that you're going to get a decent guy or that his family's going to be decent. So you got to deal with all of that bullshit on top of raising a kid. I wanted to stop